Yannick Ngakoue. Live stream. Let's do this. Okay, so I chose this game because this game he was going to be, he has the most snaps early on in the season. Here he is, number 91 here. Puts his hand in the dirt. Looks like they're playing a run here a little bit first. He gets that short motion, which is probably a tell for him that it's going to play run. He puts his hand in the dirt here. You know, and what happens? They end up, okay, play actioning it. So the first thing he does, number 91 right here, first thing he does is he gets his hands on, make sure it's not a run play before he gets into his pass rush. All right, let's see here. 2nd and 10. That was an incomplete pass. So he's on the bottom of the screen here. Again, standing up, short motion. Again, puts his hand in the dirt when he gets a short motion. And this time it's a run play. I think most likely his responsibility here is going to be just to squeeze down this gap. I mean, he kind of jumps outside. I mean, that's the kind of player he is. He's going to shoot gaps. He's not really going to squeeze anything down. I think it was a weird scheme fit that for Minnesota to trade for him or to sign him. I forget what it was now at this point. But he definitely doesn't fit their scheme. So I think that's kind of weird that they decided to pick him up, or he decided to go there. Okay, so let's check it out. 91 again. You see him lining up real wide. We got the motion. Okay, this time it's the back that's motioning down. They're in the blitz. They're in a blitz package here, so we don't know who's coming. He ends up. It looks like he's supposed to knife inside. So what he wants to do is he wants to take a hard step in, and then this is the hole. This is the gap that he's supposed to go in. Here, let's watch that again, and let's pause it. I've seen him be a solid. Here he's supposed to knife inside here. That's the way that this is designed. And he's got this gap open. He just kind of gets tripped up. But he ends up finding the quarterback at the end. I mean, it's a help. I don't know if he got credited for a sack there. All right, here we go. We're seeing a real pass rush here. Okay, so let's check it out. So again, kind of got a double mug look, but they're in a dime formation or a dime personnel. He's in the wide stance. He's got that get off that forces that tackle to really get into that vertical set. I mean, it's 3 rushers against 5 guys. Watson gets rid of the ball quick. There's not really too much he could do there. I like that as soon as here, we could back this up. I like that. Look, you see that? With his hand, he's going to smack that hand away. It's really good hand-eye coordination to swat that hand down and try to corner. Good rep on that tackle, though. That tackle does a good job of, recovering, getting his balance there. All right, let's see. What are we going to do next here? All right, second quarter. 91. He's playing the closed side end here. So really, he's got a big run responsibility here in this formation, but it's pass immediately. Everyone's backing up, so we want to see how quickly he transitions into his pass rush here. It takes him a while, really. It takes him a while to transition into that pass rush from being the heavy end. He doesn't really get a pass rush because again, this is Minnesota. Mike Zimmer is the same type of defensive coordinator as Paul Guenther. They like their defensive linemen to play the run first, especially on run downs. You got a tight end, you got 2 tight ends. It's telling you, okay, you know what? There's a good chance this is a run. It looks like they are in base personnel again. Another tell, like they're just trying to stop the run here. And so you see Yannick Ngakoue, like, he's not getting into that pass rush immediately, which is what I was saying earlier. I thought it was a weird scheme fit because that's not what he does best. He's not a run stopper. You know, he can make some plays shooting gaps against the run, but it's going to be with the get off and with quickness, not like controlling the tight end or controlling the tackle in front of him. So again, not sure why he ended up going there. Bradley's going to use him a little differently. He's going to have him, you know, get off. All right, so again, we got a little run play here. What I like about this is I think he could have had a better get off. Okay, but when the tackle releases upfield, instead of getting wide outside of this, he goes to spill this wrong arm, meaning he's trying to keep his inside arm and leg free, okay, and make the ball carrier bounce if the ball carrier came to him. And something that I noticed last couple of years watching Deshaun Watson, you know, teams had a really hard time stopping the quarterback run when they had this lead blocker over here. And I think spilling it and letting this linebacker take Deshaun Watson rather than getting outside of it, and then Deshaun Watson could just run straight up the middle right there. I think that's definitely a defensive game plan. So I think it's smart football right there, even though the ball doesn't really get to him. I think that's a good football play. Probably could like to see a little better of a get off there, you know. Something also to keep in mind, guys, is when he, you know, looking back on this, like, there's only like 2 games that he played like 80% of the snaps. Like, the rest of the games he's playing 70-60% of the snaps this last year, which, I mean, I don't know, we'll see if that's how the Raiders end up using him. But it's you know, it's kind of weird that he was almost like a situational player for Minnesota and even Baltimore, but they have much more stacked defenses than the Raiders. I mean, he's going to have to play like 80% of the snaps like the entire time that he's with the Raiders, most likely. This is part of the chess match, okay? This is part of the chess match. You got to set guys up. When you're playing across from them the entire game, you got to, you know, set up moves in advance. And what we see him do here, when he gets off, he's given a little stutter, and then he tries to get into a power move there. He's going to stutter, head fake, and try to get into the rip. He wants to stop this tackle's feet, and he almost does it. This tackle's pretty good that he's playing up against here, just from these few reps that I've seen. But he gets this tackle, okay, to kind of stop his feet when he's doing this stutter. But you know, like, that's the thing about Yannick Ngakoue. Like, he's not a power rusher, he's a speed rusher. Okay, so he's gonna have a problem if guys get their hands on him consistently. He's got to make them kind of swipe their hands away. You know, not allow the tackle to land the hands because he wins with quickness. But we see him here. Okay, he's setting up something. He's getting into a little stutter. All right, you never know. Maybe we'll see if he comes back with like an inside move, some type of spin later on. But again, that's part of the chess match. Rushing the passer in the NFL. All right, let's see, where is he at? Oh, rushing on the other side. Okay, now he's rushing on the other side here. Okay, I really like this rush here. So we're not stopping the run anymore. We're not trying to, you know, get our hands on the guy, control the guy, and then get into a pass rush. If we read that as pass, he's firing off the ball here. First thing, fires off the ball. Okay, we see that. Oh, he's off the ball. Okay, good 45-degree angle. And again, we get the stutter. Okay, and this time he goes for the inside move, even though this is a different tackle. Okay, but he gets the stutter, goes for the inside move now. And what I love about this rep is he maintains his vision on the quarterback And so he's trying to get that hand in there. Okay. Trying to get that hand in there, affect the throw, affect the quarterback. I like that rush. You know, I mean, as an outside, you know, rusher, as an edge rusher, when the quarterback's stepping up in the pocket, you know, it's going to be hard to affect him. But he gets close here. Those things add up. You know, you're getting closer. You're getting closer. You know, and it looks like he does look like he's heating up at this point in the game. All right, let's see. That was a big time throw by a guy who's got some legal troubles. Okay, 91. Here we go. Same side. Okay, now he's rushing over here. Oh, he doesn't finish. Yeah, look at that. Okay, wow, this is a fun rep. All right, so check it out. First thing, he goes. Remember last time he hit him with the stutter, and then he comes inside. This time he kind of gets like a little skip. Okay. Same tackle, gets a little skip and goes for the cross chop. Oh, great recovery by this tackle. Okay, but you're gonna see what makes Yannick Ngakoue special is like, okay, a lot of guys, they're done at this point. Not Yannick Ngakoue. He goes, gets the hustle sack after the first move doesn't work. Okay, and that's a good move. We're seeing some good technique here. We're seeing like 3 different pass rushes all in a row. So he's got some variance to his game, and then he finishes with the hustle sack. And that's really what one of the most exciting things about Yannick Ngakoue is playing up against, you know, Patrick Mahomes, guys who like to extend the play. You know, he gives the Raiders defense a chance because he's got the juice and he's got the hustle, you know, to go along with Max Crosby, David Irving, these guys who really are these guys get a lot of hustle sacks, you know, in their careers so far. And I mean, Yannick Ngakoue, he's a better pass rusher than those guys, but he also has the hustle sack, you know, in his game. That's a big part of his game, is getting these hustle sacks. So that's something that you'd like to see. Great rep, fights through, fights to the finish there, even when his first move doesn't work. Gotta love it. Okay, let's see. Next play. Here we go, 91. Same tackle. Goes for the inside move here. You see he's so quick. So quick. Not really even a head fake. I think he could have sold. I think really what you want to see is you want to see him sell, you know, that edge rush a little bit more. Get upfield. Really make this tackle commit into that vertical set before you move him inside. The tackle doesn't really have to commit here. He's sitting in that angle set there, real patient feet by that tackle. And like I said before, once he gets his hands on him, you know, that's the thing about Yannick Ngakoue. He can be controlled, you know, with strength and power a lot of times because he's not the strongest guy out there. But yeah, you see kind of some of the quickness here, even though he doesn't do a great job selling that one upfield quite enough. All right, let's see. Next one. What do we got here? Third and 10. Okay. So this time, again, gets a little stutter. He loves to stutter. He loves to front these guys up and try to make them stop their feet, because then he has a chance now to win with some quickness once this tackle stops his feet. And what I do like about this is that because he does stop this tackle's feet, he is able to get this long arm. That's like the fifth different pass rush move we've seen from him right now. So again, a lot of variance in his game. He is able to walk this guy back with one arm, get the long arm in there. You'd like to see him maybe try, you know, to dip around that edge a little bit better than he did. Tackle does a good job recovering. And then again, always has that vision on the quarterback. You know, even though the quarterback's stepping up in the pocket and away from him, but you still see the little things add up. He's got the vision on the quarterback. Doesn't ever lose sight of the quarterback there. That's definitely something that you want to see in a pass rusher. All right, let's see. 91, again, okay, rushing off the defensive right side. Okay. Oh, yeah, look at that. Converts that speed to the power. So, again, he's he stutters, and when he stutters, let's see, does the tackle kind of stop his feet a little bit? Tackle does a good job of keeping his feet hot. He keeps on going for that long arm, so let's see what he's trying to set up, because he's trying to set something up here, because he knows he can't win with strength against this guy, but he keeps on going for this long arm. I'm guessing he's going to go for the ghost, or go for some kind of inside move, maybe a spin at some point if he keeps on setting up this long arm against that guy. And you know, not every pass rush needs to end in a sack. I mean, come on. You know, it's part of the chess match. It's the game within the game, right? Okay, looks like 5-man protection. Watson knows he has to get the ball out super hot because it ends up being a slant protection. They left the guy unblocked there. Looks like, oh, look at this. Man, what a play. Look at this. This is the Raiders' new center. Okay, Nick Martin, watch this. 5-man protection, okay? They send 5 blitzers. Watch Nick Martin here in the middle. Oh my goodness, check this out. Okay, he goes to combo, he sees, oh, we got a free rusher coming off the edge, and he pops out there. That's definitely not his guy. 100% not his guy. Nick Martin, that's a savvy move right there. I think he must have gone to Notre Dame. Notre Dame guys do that all the time. All right. Let's see. Is he in? I don't know if he's in here. We'll check from the end zone angle. 91. Okay, yep, here he is. Same guy. Cross chop. Okay, so we were setting this guy up with a lot of power moves, and then we get into the cross chop there. Even though this guy kind of bends at the waist a little bit, he is able to be strong with that outside hand, and it kind of helps him regain his balance. That momentum of Yannick Ngakoue pushing into him. So he's going. You see, he's going for the cross chop here. So again, how many different moves is that? That's like 6 different moves we're seeing. Oh, he's so close. Again, never loses sight of the quarterback, but we see him kind of getting manhandled a little bit right there. That's what you're gonna get with Yannick Ngakoue. He's not, like an elite pass rusher, but he's a very good one. He does have some weaknesses in his game. He's not gonna overpower anyone out there. So close to being a sack. But that's who he is. I'm not going to say, oh, he needs to get stronger. He's been in the NFL for this is going to be like his 5th or 6th season. He's not going to get stronger, guys. That's just who he is at this point, Okay, here we go. Heavy run formation. He's going to slant inside to get in there and stop the run. Kind of loses sight of the ball carrier here. Not the same type of player against the run. I just don't get the fit with Minnesota, because this is like his best, fit against the run would be just try to shoot the gap and get penetration and cause some chaos in the backfield. This is against a tight end. I mean, it's not a good looking rep. He gets moved. It's only because that linebacker ends up filling. Number 40 ends up filling, and he's able to turn around and get in on that tackle. But not a great rep, I would say, from the guy. All right, let's see here. 91, okay. Oh, goes for the inside move, ball's out super quick. You see the quickness that he has. All right. Okay, again, stutters. Oh. And he almost gets this guy opened up all the way. I would really just like to see him. You see him take that jab step to the outside first. I would really just like to see him just sell. And not even stutter sometimes. Just sell the speed on the edge before working inside. But, he wants to keep his shoulders a little more square to the quarterback and clean so he can, maybe recover a little better. But I like this pass rush, even though the ball's out super quick. He doesn't really have a chance of getting there. I like this pass rush because he's getting in the quarterback's face. If the quarterback did hitch, you know, and hold on to the ball for just a little longer to wait for something to get open downfield. Yannick Ngakoue is going to be there. So I like that pass rush again. I'd like to see him sell the speed off the edge a little bit more. He likes to stutter a lot. Front these tackles up is what it looks like. Okay, it looks like he missed something here. Let's see. They're going for, okay, here we go. Short motion. He gets into a three-point stance. He's playing the run here. And you see him here immediately. This is just good scheme by Houston. You see him here immediately get his hands onto the tackle. Okay, I think he needs to do a better job. If he's playing this technique, he doesn't need both hands on the tackle. He can just put one hand, that near hand, on the tackle and keep his shoulders square here a little bit and surf this. It's what's called the surf technique. If he just, you know, keeps his shoulders square, surfs this, he's going to be in a little bit of a better job. I mean, Deshaun Watson's getting ready to get the ball away immediately. You know, he doesn't. He's like, okay, just let's do this. But, you know, maybe he's in a little better of a position to maybe have an attempt on a tackle right there instead of letting the running back get the corner on him. So yeah, we'll see how they end up playing the zone read in Gus Bradley's defense. I haven't actually studied that, how they play the zone read, so we'll see. Okay, here we go. Next one, 91. Here we go again, playing the run, not rushing the passer, and you know, because he's taking that flat and he's getting his hands on. He's taking that flat down the line of scrimmage path. And he's getting both hands on, so he's clearly being asked to do that in Minnesota. Both hands on the tackle, keying the run, keying the running back. He has the dive here, and they have these linebackers outside. Okay, you see they have these linebackers outside here to take care of the quarterback run. So he's not even supposed to take care of the quarterback run in this. You know, when they do the little zone read, he's supposed to squeeze down and handle the dive. Oh, what a play. That's a nasty play right there. Oh, man. I mean, he's doing his job. Oh, it's a little pop pass. 43 gets drawn in. Loses track. All right, again, playing the run. See him get cut block here. The one thing I will say, even though he doesn't make an impact on this play, he gets his feet out of there. Lives to see another day. You gotta take it on a cut block. That's a skill you don't want to get rolled up on. You don't want to get hurt. Gets his feet, shoots his feet up in the air. So he's like, all right, I wanna keep on playing this game. I'm not trying to, you know, get a knee or get an ankle. If he kind of, you know, bench presses this guy down instead of throwing that back leg up in the air so much. If he just bench presses this tight end down into the ground, he might have a better chance of making a play on that. Let's see here. 91 again. We're seeing him rush off this side. Looks like he's getting ready to rush. Gets off again. Oh, you see, like this is him. This is him, right? When he gets into a power move, this guy anchors and just controls him. There's no chance, right? Like we're talking about 6'2", 250 versus 6'5", 315 or 310, right? Like he's not gonna win that. He's trying to convert the speed to the power there. He really sells that outside, but it's a 5-man protection, so they're not worried about the edge. You know, Deshaun Watson just has all the time in the world. 5-man protection. What a dime. Oh my goodness. Man, defending this guy, it's a huge headache. My goodness. That was an incredible play. All right. 91. Here we go. We're getting the motion. He's got this tight end. Okay, playing the run again. Funny that he only puts one hand. Okay, yeah, he's trying to keep his outside arm and leg free. You see this this tag. Both these tackles aren't bad. I thought Houston had a bad offensive line. You see this tackle do a little. He's trying to splash him here. Snatch trap. Slaps that arm down, gets him off balance. It's a pretty fun technique to watch. Usually you only see that in the pros. 91, okay. He's the close side end, so he's playing the run first. Got to control this guy. Yikes. So, I mean, like, this is why, again, I'm just going to keep on saying it. Minnesota, it makes no sense for him because in Gus Bradley's scheme, he's going to be, if he is to the tight end side, he's just going to be standing up in a 2-point stance and just shooting the gap. He's not going to try to control this tight end. He's just going to try to get penetration. If he gets a tackle for a loss, he does. If he doesn't, it's going to force the running back to bounce or cause some havoc in the backfield. But, you know, in a Mike Zimmer, Paul Gunther defense, they're going to be asked to control the guy across from him, and that's just not Yannick Ngakoue's game. So, I mean, that's why he wanted to go. That's why he wanted to come to Gus Bradley. That's why he said it. You know, he wants Gus Bradley to be his coach, so he doesn't have to be asked to do stuff that he's, you know, that's not part of his game. All right, so we're getting the cross chop again. I think he's kind of at a loss on how to beat this tackle. It looks like he keeps on trying the same moves. It's either long arms or cross chops for this guy. We'll see if he tries to go with the inside move at some point. Goes for the cross chop. He misses the hands. You see him here. There's a lot of timing that goes into it where he wants to swat the hands away. This tackle being so patient and waiting to shoot those hands is helping his cause out. And then again, once he gets the hands on, he can kind of control them. All right. I mean, I could have gone back, you know, and watched, you know, some, what's it called? Some Jaguars tape. But I just felt like, you know, you want to see what Yannick Ngakoue looked like in 2020. It doesn't look like he's in this series. He's getting a breather here. You know, so that's why I'm checking him out right now, in 2020 versus going back to the Jaguars film on him. Okay, so here he is. Another hustle sack. I like this play because, again, here he is right now, right inside the tight end. He's got to worry about the chip. Tight end doesn't chip him up, but you see him getting ready. He's kind of loading up on that inside foot and leaning into it because he feels like the tight end's going to chip him, but the tight end doesn't end up chipping him. It does throw him off of his pass rush because he's worrying about the chip first. Okay, but he maintains that vision on the quarterback here. Okay, slaps the hands down, and this is why some guys get more hustle sacks than other guys, because it's not always about the motor. It's just like he's not ever at any point in this game did he lose his sight on the quarterback. He has his sight on the quarterback at all times. That allows him, you know, when Deshaun Watson ends up scrambling or stepping up way too far, holding onto the ball for a long time, right? That's not on the line. That's not on the offensive line here. That's on Deshaun Watson. So that's a heck of a job right there by Yannick Ngakoue to come off that, get that hustle sack. All right, we got it. Let's do a couple more here. Oh, they're punting. Okay. Let's see where we at. Okay. So, you know, he's gone most of the game, kind of getting handled by these offensive linemen, but he still ends up finishing the game with 2 sacks. You know, off of sheer hustle, you know? So I think that's something to be excited about, especially because he's being asked to play in a scheme that doesn't really suit his talents. So, you know, when he is asked to, you know, just get off the ball a little bit more and get into the backfield, I think pairing up with Rod Marinelli would be a good sounding board for him as well, to kind of keep on honing his technique a little bit. All right, let's see here. 91. Again with the cross chop. Yeah, so we started seeing less and less moves from him as the game went on here. Doesn't even really stutter. Maybe you could say he Euro steps this, but I mean, he's going for the cross chop there. But it looks like he doesn't have quite as much gas, and you know, it's late in the game. So all right, here he is. He's gonna Okay. All right. All right. So we talked about this before, the surf, right? Keeping your shoulders square, sliding down. Okay. Because the shoulders are square. Now, if the quarterback keeps it, he can come off and go to him. Or, you know, if he sees the running back take the ball, then he can go that way and, you know, get in on the tackle on the dive. You know, I mean, he's unblocked here, but the point of him being unblocked is because they want to option him. And he does a good enough job here. If you see, Deshaun Watson is reading him. And he's wide on it, right? But his shoulders are square-ish. So Deshaun Watson says, okay, I'm going to give this because if I keep it, Ngakoue has a good line on getting to me. So he gives, so right here, Deshaun Watson thinks, okay, Ngakoue can get me, so I'm going to give this to the running back. But because he's surfing this, okay, he's able to get in on that tackle, even though the quarterback was trying to make him wrong. Okay, just technique. Just a technique thing. When you're getting unblocked, I mean, you have to also have the athleticism to, you know, pull it off as well. Here we go. Last one I'll do. Goes for the inside move here, finally. Against 78. I think that was the second time he went for the inside move. Oh, third time. The first time he went up against him, he went up for the inside move. You just see the cat-like quickness from him. I mean, he almost is able to make that guy miss, and I do think that it's definitely speeding up Deshaun Watson's process here. Again, he doesn't really sell that speed rush. He's going straight at him. It's an interesting method to just go straight at the tackle. I think it would have worked better if he did stutter, but again, I want to see him get vertical and really stress this tackle out. Make him get into that vertical set before he comes inside. Don't know why we haven't seen him do that yet today. Yeah. That's Yannick Ngakoue, guys. Will he be in on rundowns, or will that be Clee and Max and Clee and Solomon Thomas or something? I think that's a great question, and we're going to find it out. I mean, I think right now the Raiders have to play nickel. You know, just like every team in the NFL, they got to play nickel 75, 80% of the time. You know, so they're going to have to get real creative on how they're going to be in nickel fronts or even dime fronts when it's maybe, you know, potentially a run situation. And I could see, you know, certain situations where Yannick Ngakoue could be in, but I could also see him maybe, you know, taking a breather, you know, letting Max get in there. I think Solomon Thomas is a fantastic run defender, not much of a pass rusher at all. So yeah, I think there's a possibility he could come out on some rundowns, you know, and still play 75% of the snaps in the game for sure. All right, we got another question. Crosby played with torn labrum and injured hand last year. How effective do you think Yannick and Crosby will be overall against the pass? Yeah, I think we didn't see a big step up in technique from Crosby last year, and you know, he looked relatively like the same player from his rookie year on tape in terms of like the skill that we saw. I mean, if you're watching this one, you see Yannick Ngakoue. He's tried like 5 or 6 different pass rush moves, and you know, Max Crosby really only has like 1 or 2. So hopefully we see Yannick maybe rub off, teach some of his pass rush moves to the rest of these guys, get Crosby, you know, ratchet it up on the skill level and the technique level that he needs to win in the NFL. But what I think all these guys have, Crosby, Yannick, David Irving, you know, the guys who are going to be in on most pass rush downs, like those are going to be the 3 guys who are in on most of the pass rush situations. And all those guys have a lot of effort, they get a lot of hustle sacks. And I think that's going to put guys, you know, like Patrick Mahomes, who likes to hold on to the ball, it's going to put them in a tough situation. So I foresee the Raiders really hassling him. Even if they're not getting sacks, they're going to get into his face a lot. All right, guys. That's it for me. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad this Twitch thing worked. This is my first time using it. Hopefully you guys were able to hear me all right. That's it. I'll let you guys.